Hi, this video explains requirements for Assignment 10, the Annotated Bibliography. The work you have done this semester has prepared you to complete this larger project. I look forward to seeing the work you turn in this semester. Please mark your calendars, enter the due date into your phone, or write a note for your bathroom mirror reminding yourself of this due date. Turn in your final project, the Annotated Bibliography, before 11:55 p.m. Mountain Time on Monday, April 25th. Turn this in as a Microsoft Word or OpenOffice document. If you have handed in all your assignments through the semester, you will not have as much work to do. As long as you have kept the same research question, then you can copy and paste your sources into the final project. It will just require alphabetizing these sources and revising your summaries, evaluations, and documented sources. You will need to find at least 2 more sources to fulfill the requirement of 10 sources. This assignment allows you to demonstrate the information literacy skills you have gained throughout this semester. Be sure that your research question seeks for deeper meaning. Ask yourself if it is a focused question that begins with a how or a why. Does it ask a good question? Does it contain 2 or 3 main concepts? Does it invite you to seek for data as a tool, or does it merely seek for data as the main goal? Avoid ugly questions. If necessary, review Chapter 2 in Bill Badke's book, Research Strategies, in order to understand what makes a good, bad, or ugly question. This image cracks me up, so I had to include it. After the title page and research question, describe how you chose your topic and focused your topic into a good question. Go ahead and copy and paste assignment 3. Feel free to trim and revise this. Be sure that this part explains how your research question requires data as a tool and not just a regurgitation of information. Write a new piece that tells how the research went over the semester. Did you revise your research question? How? Did you have difficulty finding sources? What did you do then? How did your research evolve? Please take care to explain a little here. In the last explanation, tell us how you searched for sources. Please be specific and concise. Name particular databases you searched. EBSCOhost is not the name of a database, but it is the company that makes and sells access to approximately 60 different databases accessible to ISU students, faculty, and staff. Please name the particular database that you searched. And if you need to know where to find that, look above the search box in the EBSCOhost. It's usually in a green font style, and Academic Search Complete is one of the most common, as well as CINAHL with full text, or CINAHL Complete. Did you search the catalog, academic search engines, open access databases, and so forth? Which keywords did you use? How did you limit your searches? Did you use subject headings to refine your searches? We are only asking for a paragraph here, but we still want you to be specific. Let's take a step back so we can see the forest for the trees. Here are the main parts of the overall project. After the explanations come the 10 sources in alphabetical order. Identify each source type. Recall that a reference source is an actual article, entry, or chapter inside an encyclopedia, dictionary, textbook, or handbook. Just include 1 and no more than 2 of these types of sources. Use the kind of terminology within the brackets to identify the source. Include 1 to 3 books. Print or electronic books will work. Try to include one you found via the library resources. Since this is a research project with an academic focus, find at least 4 scholarly articles, or as many as 6. At least 2 should be peer-reviewed articles, not book reviews, editorials, or commentaries. The scholarly articles should all have a list of references. We require that you include at least 1 open access article. Check Ulrich's Web to see if the journal that published your article is peer-reviewed. Find and include 2 to 3 websites, newspapers, magazines, or government sources. At least 1 needs to be from a .edu, .gov, or .org domain. You may include other sources including interviews, blog posts, a CQ researcher article, a YouTube video, a map, or items from the special collections or university archives. If you have questions about whether a source qualifies, be sure to ask. Only 10 sources are required. In past semesters, this project required 12 and 15 sources. Be forewarned that if a required source type is not included in the final project, then that will result in a loss of 27 points. Each source is worth 27 points. Alphabetize by last name. Get help from your manual or handbook. Section 6.25 in the APA manual is the place to go, and 5.3.3 in the MLA handbook. A handy thing to remember is that nothing precedes something. This means that Morris, William, comes before Morrison, Tony. Organize all sources by alphabetical order. This means the scholarly articles must not be close to each other. That's okay, they'll get over it. After you document or cite your bibliographic references or citations, tell us what kind of source it is. Use the terminology provided earlier in this video. Your summary needs to answer the question of relevance. How does the source answer the research question? Give evidence that you have read at least part of the source and not just the abstract. Provide specifics. For example, do not just tell us the article explains that treatments should be administered to someone with Parkinson's disease, but summarize what they say and teach us about the treatments involved. If necessary, use a quotation, but do not give quotations longer than a line or two. Understand how to use in-text citations. In the APA format, direct quotations require that you identify the author or authors, the date, and the page number. If you introduce the author, then give the date in parentheses. Add the page number in parentheses after the quotation. Include all these elements after the quotation if you do not introduce the author. MLA is not much different. Do the same thing but exclude the date and the commas. Evaluations need to address currency, accuracy, authority, and purpose. Try to address 2 items per criterion. With accuracy, you can mention 2 of the following. If a list of references is given, then the information can be verified. If this source provides a different or the same perspective than another source you have found, then this has to do with accuracy. Name your authors in your summaries unless you have more than 2 authors for each source. Look for their affiliations. Are they qualified? In the introductions of most papers, they self-identify their purpose. Many of you have mastered the parts of the title page, header, and file name. The title page should include the assignment name, your name, class and instructor's name, and the semester all on different lines. The title page should have the words running head before the actual header. Enter LLIB 1115 assignment 10 and your name in all capital letters. When you add the running head, go ahead and add the page numbers too. For a refresher on how to do this in Microsoft Word, use the video in Week 3 of our Moodle class. Please save your file just like it is shown here with assignment 10, an underscore, and your first and last name. There is no need to save your file in all caps. Make sure all of your bibliographic references or citations have hanging indentations, 1-inch margins, and correct headings. These include research question, annotated bibliography for the MLA students, and references for the APA students. You may include headings for summaries and evaluations, but it is not required. The most that can be taken off for spelling, grammar, double spacing, and capitalization is 5 points, so this is not much in the overall picture, but do your best to follow spelling and grammar rules. Perhaps you could ask a friend, family member, or classmate to proof your paper. When writing your summaries, if you mention the name of the book or article you are summarizing, capitalize the major words in these titles. Remember to italicize these titles. This applies to both the MLA and the APA styles. See 3.6.1 in the MLA Handbook and 4.15 in the APA Manual. The APA Manual says that conjunctions, articles, and short prepositions are not considered major words. However, capitalize all words of 4 letters or more. Capitalize all verbs, including linking verbs, nouns, adjectives, adverbs, and pronouns. Articles should be capitalized in headline style as well as with quotation marks. Do not italicize article titles. MLA says to not capitalize articles of speech, prepositions of any size, coordinating conjunctions, and the to in infinitives. Use numbers to express numbers 10 and above. Numbers in front of units of measurement. Any kind of math number, function, ratio, percentage, decimal, etc. Numbers in an abstract or graphical display with paper. Numbers that represent time, dates, ages, scores, and points on a scale, exact sums of money, and numerals as numbers. Exception. Use words for approximations of numbers of days, months, and years. Numbers that appear in specific place in a numbered series, parts of books and tables, and each number in a list of 1 or more numbers. See sections 4.31 through 4.38 in the APA Manual to find more information on numbers and numerals. Use words to express any number that begins a sentence title or text heading. Whenever possible, reword the sentence to avoid beginning with a number. Spell out common fractions, as well as universally accepted usage of terms. Treat ordinal numbers like cardinal numbers, so spell out 2nd, 4th, 9th, but not 75th. In section 3.5 of the MLA Handbook, we read the following. If you are writing about literature or another subject that involves infrequent use of numbers, you may spell out numbers written in 1 or 2 words and represent other numbers by numerals. See the MLA Handbook, page 81. If your project is one that calls for frequent use of numbers, say a paper on a scientific subject or a study of statistical findings, use numerals for all numbers that precede technical units of measurement. See also page 81 in the MLA Handbook. Treat percentages and amounts of money like other numerals. Use numerals with the appropriate symbols. Turn in your annotated bibliography assignment as a Microsoft Office Word or OpenOffice document. Use Times New Roman 11 or 12-point font. Come meet with me. Look for the sign-up sheet in Moodle. It is a Google document with the title Final Project Meeting Sign-up Sheet. We can meet in the Eli M. Obler Library in Pocatello, over the phone, or via Skype. I frequently check my email Monday through Friday, so send me your questions. We can talk about the annotated bibliography, the presentation, your summaries, improving the APA or MLA documentation of your sources, developing better evaluations, and more. We can get more done if you already have a document with you with your references or have started your presentation. This is something you can do. If you pace yourself and do a little every day, then this will not be as hard. Do you remember how to eat an elephant? That's right, 1 bite at a time. Get started early. I do look forward to seeing the work you turn in this semester. Hopefully you are enjoying this process of learning about something you did not already know. Thank you for watching and listening to this video. We'll see you in the forums. Have a good day.